I was shocked at the cost difference between owning 19-inch wheels and 17-inch wheels. Let me share what I found. This is my 2016 Mazda 6 Grand Touring, and these are the 19-inch black chrome wheels that came with the car. I love these wheels. They are beautiful. They've been through a lot of miles, and so they're really torn up. They need to be refurbished, but I've really enjoyed having them. I drove them for about 3.5 years. The problem was about every 11 months I had to buy new tires for these because they only go about 40,000 miles, and it was just racking up in expense. And so I decided after a while of debating that I'd go to these 17-inch wheels that cost less. Even though the wheels themselves were $700, it ended up being worth it over the long run. I'll show you what the price breakdown is and how much it actually cost me and what these 17-inch wheels are actually saving me. I get my tires from Big O Tires. I've done that for a long time. I'm not going to go over what I have been paying for my tires over the years. That's just too much information. So I'm just going to go over what it costs now. The 17-inch Big O tires are $894.22. This is all for, obviously, 4 tires. That's a 75,000 mile warranty, and that comes to 1.19 cents per mile that you get out of those tires. For a 19-inch tire, they quoted me as Sumitomo HTR. Those are a 45,000 mile tire, 2.2 cents per mile. So almost double, 46% more expensive. The 19-inch tires will not last you anywhere near as long as the 17-inch tires will. I am getting about 16 months out of my 17-inch tires, and I drive about 50,000 miles a year. So this isn't typical for everybody, but for me, it was definitely worth me going for the 17-inch tires. Even though I loved my 19-inch tires, they look so much nicer. If the 19-inch tires were 1.19 cents per mile like the 17-inch tires are, then they should only cost you $535.50 because they only go 45,000 miles. In a real world comparison between the 19s and the 17s, if the 19-inch tires could take you 75,000 miles at the price they are, then they would cost you about $1,650 instead of what the 17s cost at $894. Again, almost twice as much money. It's a substantial amount of money when you drive as much as I do. So I was replacing my 19s about every 11 months, and now with the 17s, I'm replacing them about every 16 months. So it's saving me quite a bit of money and time. I bought my 17-inch tires in 2021, and by that time I'd been driving them for, it'd been 3.5 years. I'd been driving the 19-inch tires. And at that time, I'd already bought new tires 3 times. The difference between the 19s and the 17s was about $450 extra. So pretty much each time that I switched out tires on those 19s, it was costing me about $450 more than it would have cost me if I was doing 17s. That's an extra $1,350 over the 3.5 years that I was using the 19-inch wheels. And that $1,350 paid for my $700 new rims twice. I should have switched out the 19s right at the beginning, but I didn't know. I didn't know they were that expensive. Plus, they were awesome. I didn't want to lose the 19s. They're such a great look. They're way better than the black ones that I've got. Let's go over some boring math. If you were to keep your car for 300,000 miles, the 75,000 mile tires, the 17-inch rims, you would be replacing your tires about 4 times. So that's $3,576.88 that you would spend over the 300,000 miles. The 19s will go 45,000 miles, and that would be about 7 times that you would be changing your tires. And those will only take you typically 40,000 miles or less, even though they say 45,000. They just don't go as far. So with those 7 times of changing your tires, that's about $6,929.51. That's, again, nearly double what it is for the 17-inch tires. So over several years of driving the car, it may not seem like as much, but for myself, where I drive so much, that cost really does add up quickly. Where if I was spreading it out over 15 years, that'd be a different story, but I'm only spreading it out over 6 years. Those are my real world numbers that I came up with driving the car. You just have to weigh out those numbers and see if it's worth it for you. If you don't drive much, the 19-inch wheels, they really look nice. They make a big difference on the look of the car. But if you drive a lot and the cost makes a big difference for you, then drop to a 16 or 17. You'll save quite a bit of money. I hope this video helps somebody make a decision. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.